The Tory Brexiteers plan to force no deal in Parliament, and the biased BBC are in trouble again. Hello everyone and welcome to the second video of the day. Do you guys remember the European Research Group, the ERG, the Tory Brexiteers in Parliament who caused a lot of trouble for Theresa May when she was Prime Minister as she failed to deliver the will of the people and Brexit? These guys went slightly quiet as Boris Johnson came into power and he initially delivered the exit from the European Union as member. But as you know, Brexit hasn't been completed yet because everything's down to what happens in the next few weeks. Are we going to get a good deal, bad deal, or no deal? Now, these guys have come out and have indicated, according to Christopher Hope in The Telegraph, that they warn that they will vote against any UK-EU deal if the UK sovereignty is jeopardized. And that's quite fair. The issue that we have is that Christopher Hope has been in touch with a number of the members of the ERG. I've actually spoken to two of the members of the ERG today, and they've also said the same thing. They've said, essentially, one of the sources got in touch and said that the truth is that the ERG is biding its time, as they know that there will almost certainly have to be a vote on the new deal before it comes into force. Now, ministers can, technically speaking, ratify the deal, obviously under the Constitutional Reform and Governance Act of 2010, which requires it to, obviously, you have to bring it to Parliament, and if there's a vote, well, if there's no vote against it within 21 days, it's already legal and everything else. But government is not under any obligation to call a vote on any treaty at this point, because it removed this previous commitment to hold a vote on the final treaty according to the withdrawal agreement. This is the biggest issue now for the ERG, because the government doesn't have to actually bring a vote, but there is a big but, because the government will almost certainly have to pass primary legislation to implement the result of the treaty, because they have to turn it into UK domestic law. That's when the ERG could come and block it. And that will cause a lot of trouble, because this is now, we're talking about post the treaty being signed, the trade deal being signed, and the UK government approving it, Her Majesty's government, and the European Parliament approving it. Everything's sorted, and now the UK government comes in Parliament to pass the primary legislation, and then they fail. And then no deal will happen regardless. They've said that if UK sovereignty is not preserved in the final agreement, I have no doubt that we will vote against the treaty in whatever vote is called. So that's one of the sources. Another one has also said that our side has made it clear that we trust the Prime Minister on his red lines, like sovereignty and everything else. Nevertheless, as a research group, we will read it before deciding. In the unlikely event that it does not respect sovereignty, MPs will vote against it. This is a fair point, and the biggest issue now we have is that Ursula von der Leyen has said now that you have to be creative to sort out the deal. The issue for Eurosceptics like me is that if it turns into Brexit in name only, then the Prime Minister will be seeing more of his young son, Wilfred, than he currently does. One of the sources, the Eurosceptic MPs, has said that if a large body of the Tory MPs brand the deal as Brexit in name only and vote against it, then Boris Johnson is toast. They know that, so that's probably why Boris won't really jeopardize it. It's not just Brexit that is at stake, but obviously Boris Johnson's entire career and premiership. We know what happened with Theresa May. Now, where is the media in all this? Where is the position of the mainstream media? Are they there to just report things? Are they there to pick a position, to be biased, whether pro or against Brexit? What is their job? Because in this country, because we have Ofcom and the culture, the media culture that we have, especially the big media, the BBCs and Skies and everyone, they're just there. They should just be there to report. Not really. They're very, very sneaky. And because of that, the BBC are now in trouble. People are now waking up against the complacency that the BBC have created over the last few decades. And it's a shame because, the organisation that was respected once, it's not anymore. Same people who came up with these headlines. Cliff edge Brexit fears back in boardrooms. There are a number of situations like this. This is obviously from a couple of years ago. It's happening right now as well. We've had headlines like Brexit, high risk of UK crashing out of the EU. I think that's bad. This is 2 days ago that they picked one specific cheese company that says it warned of no deal Brexit would cause job losses. There are also companies that are creating jobs because of Brexit. There are also other companies who are becoming more prosperous. The BBC aren't focusing on this. They don't interview those people, are they? They also had this a day ago, 1 day ago. UK car industry warns of £55 billion no deal Brexit hit. They don't really say that Nissan and other companies actually moved to the UK after the Brexit vote, and after we left the European Union, they said, we are coming back, we're investing, with or without a trade deal, doesn't matter, we are prepared. They're not talking about that, are they? What about this? This is 13 hours ago at the time of me making this video. Post-Brexit UK trade law threatens devolution. So this is a classic Scottish and Welsh nationalist propaganda being promoted by the BBC. These headlines continue, and this is exactly why we now have the latest from Ofcom. The BBC News have now fallen to last place in viewer impartiality ratings. Embarrassing for everyone, not just the BBC. All the other outlets are also struggling, so this is not really looking good for any of them, but the BBC are now in 5th place. So when you look at the actual data, so the latest Ofcom research is according to Guido Fawkes, has seen the BBC News outlet fall to the lowest ranked TV news offering in the country, below Sky, ITV, Channel 4 and Channel 5. Just 58% of the viewers now rate the corporation's TV news offering as impartial, with Ofcom warning that the viewer-broadcaster relationship could be jeopardized if this current state of affairs continued. Now, this research shows that the Sky News obviously now at the top for some reason. Channel 4, number 2, 66%. It's ITV, 63%. Channel 5, 61%. The BBC News, 58%. It's so bad that you guys remember BBC Question Time every Thursday. It's still going on, but nobody watches it. There was a time when dozens and tens of millions of people used to watch it every night. And these days, it's gone so low. A report came out in The Sun that said they've now hit just below 1 million view. I think it was last week. BBC's press office kicked off. They're like, no, it's not that low. It's not under 1 million. We've hit 1.3 million. What an achievement! So the BBC PR team tweeted the report online and in The Sun about Question Time audience numbers are untrue and the figures are wrong. Question Time achieved a healthy 1.3 million viewers on the 1st of October and 1.4 million on the 19th of November. A great performance by the team. I can't take this seriously. They genuinely tweeted this. Healthy 1.3 million. On this channel, we are getting more views, and obviously, like we know Sky News, but now certain programs, flagship programs on the BBC, more people are watching this channel than BBC's programs on a weekly and monthly basis. This is embarrassing, and so this happened. No one really knows why the BBC are becoming so desperate. They're going after the old people and the pensioners. At the same time, the fat cats are wasting money, £300,000 on lavish hotels, luxury flights, as over 75s are forced to pay for their TV license. This is an investigation that was done by the Taxpayers Alliance and the Daily Mail, and it was reported in the Mail by Jim Norton. 3 dozen BBC bosses claimed more than £300,000 in expenses last year. And a lot of spending includes £120,000 on foreign travel and almost £19,000 on taxis. Drama head Piers Wenger, the 5th highest spender, claiming almost £7,000 return and LA flights. What? We have a big list, by the way. This is some of the examples. Just look at this. So Tony Hall, who is the former Director General, claimed more than £8,000 for 2 business class trips. £8,000 for 2 flights. Why? Just do economy like normal people. I don't understand this. Also, that's too much. I don't know where it's gone. But then you had a team of senior managers staying at a Hollywood celebrity hangout where Victoria Beckham hosted her baby shower, a trip costing up to £10,000. One executive claimed $7,500 for business class flights to Seattle, 10 times the cost of a standard return fare. and we've got a lot of others. And this is absolutely chaotic. What is going on? This taxpayers' money. Why are they spending this? Not only they're wasting money, they're also biased, they're also boring, and nobody watches them. It's just terrible, absolutely terrible. And all the divisions that we've seen in the country, culturally and socially, in the last few years, the political divisions that's been created, is done by these guys, the mainstream media. They keep picking everyone from the Brexit side, the Remain side, from anti-lockdown, pro-lockdown, from, I don't know, apples and oranges, every side you could think of, and they put them together against each other and just laugh as if this is like the Roman Empire. But we are here to expose them because we are the media. And don't forget, if you do believe in Britain, get your latest I Believe in Britain merchandise. Got the hoodies. It's getting cold. Definitely get the hoodies. Get a t-shirt for the summer, but get the hoodies. Coffee mugs for your Christmas coffees. Don't know what that was, but the link is in the description. If you're a member of the channel, you get a special discount. It's in the community tab. I usually post it there, the discount. Check out the link in the description. If you want to become a member, go on youtube.com/mytc/join. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video.